Do you want to know which skills employers are anxiously looking for right now? Do you want to gain a competitive advantage on the job market and attract top-tier employers? Do you want to stay in high demand with companies in the future and have work opportunities come to you instead of having to seek them out yourself all the time? If you answered yes to all of those questions, keep watching, because in today's video, we're talking about the most in-demand skills for the future that are going to be prioritized more and more in the business world. We'll finally lay out what employers are really after these days, and I will not only share why those skills are becoming super valuable these days, but also how you can realistically start developing them right now. Let's get started. Hello everyone, it's Anna from CV Labs, and we're back talking about how to make your job search easier and get you hired for that fantastic job you want and of course deserve. If you want to make the most out of your career, make sure to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you are the first to watch my new video every single week. I'm here to share the latest career trends and job search insights. Every week I hear from professionals who win job offers simply by following the advice I share in my videos, and that is amazing. Who knows, the next success story could be yours. Within the past few months, the way we work has shifted much faster than anyone could have expected. And if we really want to understand which skills are going to be in high demand, let's first take a quick look at the key work trends that are affecting the priorities of most companies today, because that will have a direct impact on what those companies are going to put first in a candidate's profile. Trend number 1, going remote. Although the remote work setup has its pros and cons, it seems to be the new norm for many companies worldwide, and it's likely going to stay that way just beyond present times. As useful and collaborative as physical offices can be, many businesses are quickly discovering that remote workforce can perform just as well outside of the four walls that all of us are used to. And although many people are saying that the in-person work life is going to make a huge comeback very soon, I truly don't think that it will ever be the same and we're going to fully go back to the way it used to be. I may be biased because I love working remotely and being in control of my work setup. Do you? I'd love to hear from you in the comments. The second trend, digital transformation. I'm not going to spend a ton of time talking about this one because I think only someone living on a wild remote island doesn't really know how much we depend on technology and how it has changed our work life completely. This trend explains why a ton of job postings are asking for really strong computer skills, and also why hard technical skills have been at the top of all in-demand skills ratings and also at the center of most conversations around the future of work. Many employers believe, however, that hard skills, as important as they may be, aren't all you need to be successful and to be able to deliver tangible business impact. But we'll talk more about this in a bit. The third important trend, millennial takeover. The millennial generation are the business leaders of today and tomorrow, and I'm saying this proudly because I'm a millennial too. Considering how we grew up, millennials will be propelling the digital transformation trend even further, with an emphasis on how much technology can impact productivity. And trend number 4, the need for scalable workforce. Scalable staff allows some flexibility for businesses to adjust as needed to the changing markets and ever-changing financial circumstances that they will have to be facing in the future. And believe it or not, hiring full-time employees is no longer an easy process, and it's just as hard for the hiring side as it is for the candidate.
That is brand new information!
Salaries and other benefits for full-time employees are expenses, and the COVID pandemic has taught many businesses that flexible and scalable workforce is the new reality that businesses have to face if they want to adjust to all of the rapidly happening changes, whether we may like it or not. Actually, I could have stopped right here and named this video the main work trends of 2020, but I really feel like hanging out with you guys longer and finally discerning which skills companies are prioritizing and which skills on your resume will help you stand out to recruiters. By the way, if you want to optimize your resume and know exactly how to get the attention of recruiters, I linked to another video where I walk you through the main and most common resume mistakes and how to fix them. Let me know in the comments below if you've noticed any other important work trends this year. It would be really cool to complete this list together. If you want to remain marketable and competitive as a professional, now is the time to invest in yourself and your professional future. I read a whole bunch of studies and articles, talked to employers and recruiters to combine all of my findings together and share with you guys which skills are going to be most in demand for the future. Let's start with soft skills. The list of the most in-demand soft skills has been pretty similar for a few years now, but I find it super interesting that this year the leading most in-demand skill is creativity. If you think about it, creativity is very closely tied to innovation, and organizations like never before need people who can creatively approach problems across multiple business functions. So what you can do is focus on honing your ability to bring new ideas to the table. And what's really cool is that there are some non-trivial ways how you can practice and develop your creativity like any other skill. Things like doing sports or handcrafting or even simply having a lot of different interests outside of work can help you build those creative links and become a better problem solver. The other top 4 soft skills that are truly in high demand today include adaptability. Makes sense. You need to have the ability to deal with ambiguity and uncertainty, and I think this year, 2020, has shown this more clearly than ever. There is also collaboration, there is communication or persuasion, different ratings approach it from different angles, and finally there is emotional intelligence. And the last one I find especially interesting considering that emotional intelligence has joined this list quite recently. And there are so many different definitions if you look up the term emotional intelligence online, but basically it has to do with managing relationships with different personality types, managing conflicts effectively, and also exercising empathy on a regular basis. Emotional intelligence can mean different things to different people, but the most kind of comprehensive definition means that it has to do with your ability to recognize emotions, whether we're talking your own emotions or the emotions of other people around you, and using that information for productive behavior and decision making. And you've probably noticed that a lot of companies these days use different tools to screen candidates for emotional intelligence, such as giving you personality assessments or asking targeted questions as in, how did you handle this kind of conflict? Or can you give us an example of a time when you handled failure or handled making a mistake at work? And now let's move on to the list of hard skills. Most of this year's top in-demand hard skills are in rapidly evolving fields and emphasize the importance of analyzing data. This year, the leading position in this list goes to blockchain. Blockchain has emerged from the world of cryptocurrency and has spread to many other areas of business, which means that you no longer need to be in financial services to find opportunities where you can leverage expertise in putting blockchain to use. Many people see blockchain as a secure, decentralized, and cost and time effective ways to track shipments and transactions of all kinds. So these days, blockchain is being leveraged in many different industries ranging from farming to food, healthcare, gaming, and entertainment. And actually right now I'm looking at a recent study published by LinkedIn that has the list of the top in-demand hard skills, and there's cloud computing, analytical reasoning, artificial intelligence, user experience design, and business analysis. Like, how cool is this? I find that it's very interesting that it's not financial analysis that's mentioned here. So it means that more and more companies are looking for people who know how to not only read numbers, but who know how to bridge numbers with real business results. So if you are someone who is good at analyzing data, this can be something to think about. And the rest of the list includes affiliate marketing, sales, which I do believe is one of the most useful transferable skills that you need in everyday life, including your job search, by the way, because essentially when you're looking for work, you are selling yourself. You are a brand. There's also scientific computing and video production. If you're curious to learn more, I link to the actual study published by LinkedIn in the description below. So if there is one main takeaway from today's video, it's this. Because of COVID, times are changing much faster than any of us could have anticipated. And it is more important than ever to embrace this change, learn how exactly you can adjust, and start taking some real steps towards future-proofing your career. Thank you for watching today's video. If you liked it, don't forget to hit thumbs up. If you loved it, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again soon.